Hello everyone, welcome to Basics of Mechanical Engineering 3. In previous video lecture we discussed about week 2 answers in NPTEL. In this video lecture we will discussing about week 3 answers in NPTEL. Let us see the question number 1. In gas power cycle the medium does not undergo phase change. Option A true, option B false. The correct answer is option A true. Let us see the explanation. In a gas power cycle such as Otto or Brayton cycles, the working fluid, which is a gas, remains in the gaseous state throughout the entire cycle and does not undergo any phase changes like changing from liquid to gas. So the correct answer is option A true. Question number 2. Which of the following assumptions are made for the analysis of air standard cycles? Option A. The air of fixed mass undergoes a cyclic process. Option B. The air behaves like a perfect gas. Option C. Specific heats of air remain constant during the cycle. Option D. All of these. The correct answer is option D, all of these. Let us see the explanation. Okay, why these three options are correct? Let us discuss it. First one, fixed mass. In air standard cycles, it is assumed that the same air mass remains within the system throughout the entire cycle. This simplifies the analysis by allowing us to use the ideal gas equation. The second one is the air behaves like a perfect gas. Air is treated as perfect gas, meaning it follows the ideal gas law, that means PV equal to mRT, and has constant specific heats. This simplifies calculations and provides a good approximation for many practical situations. The third one is specific heats of air remain constant during the cycle. That means the assumption of constant specific heats means that the air's heat capacity does not change with the temperature throughout the cycle. This is a common simplification in air standards analysis. So the correct answer is option D, all of these. Question number 3. The clearance volume is the minimum volume formed in the cylinder when the piston is at the dash. Option A, center of the cylinder. Option B, top dead center. Option C, bottom dead center. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option B, top dead center. Let us see the explanation. You can see this image. When the piston is at the top dead center, it is at its highest position in the cylinder, leaving a small space between the piston head and the cylinder head. This remaining volume is called the clearance volume. So the correct answer is option B, top dead center. Question number 4. Dash is the volume displaced by the piston. Option A, total volume. Option B, clearance volume. Option C, swept volume. Option D, piston volume. The correct answer is option C, swept volume. Let us see the explanation. You can also see this image. The volume in between TDC and BDC, that is called swept volume. Swept volume refers to the space the piston travels through as it moves from the top dead center to the bottom dead center. It is the volume of cylinder that is effectively used by the piston's movement during one stroke. So the correct answer is option C, swept volume. Question number 5. The ratio of the maximum volume to the minimum volume formed in the cylinder is called as option A expansion ratio, option B swept volume ratio, option C clearance ratio, option D compression ratio. The correct answer is option D compression ratio. Let us see the explanation. Here the compression ratio means it refers to the ratio between the total cylinder volume when the piston is at the bottom dead center to the volume when the piston is top dead center. Okay, you can also see the remaining definitions. Swept volume means this is the volume displaced by the piston as it moves from BDC to TDC. Clearance ratio means clearance value means this is the small volume remaining in the cylinder when the piston is at the top dead center. So the correct answer is option D compression ratio. Question number 6. Which is the ideal cycle for spark ignition reciprocating engines? Option A diesel cycle, option B Otto cycle, option C Brayton cycle, option D dual cycle. The correct answer is option B Otto cycle. Otto cycle is also called as petrol cycle. Let us see the explanation. The ideal cycle for spark ignition reciprocating engines is the Otto cycle or petrol cycle. It is the thermodynamic cycle that best represents the functioning of a typical gasoline engine. So the correct answer is option B Otto cycle. Question number 7. The number of processes in dual combustion cycle are option A 3, option B 4, option C 5, option 6, D 6. The correct answer is option C 5. Let us see the explanation. You can see this PV diagram. This is the dual combustion cycle. Here 1 to 2 means adiabatic compression, 2 to 3 the constant volume heat addition process, 3 to 4 is the fuel injection and combustion, constant pressure fuel injection and combustion process. In the 4 to 5 this is the adiabatic expansion process, 5 to 1 is constant volume heat rejection process, 1 to 2 is adiabatic compression. So this dual cycle combustion cycle having 5 processes. So the option C is correct. Option C 5 is correct. Question number 8. Thermal efficiency of Rankine cycle can be increased by option A increasing the average temperature of heat addition, option B decreasing the average temperature of heat rejection, option C both of these, option D none of these. The correct answer is option C both of these. Let us see the explanation. The thermal efficiency of a Rankine cycle can be increased by both increasing the average temperature of heat addition and decreasing the average temperature of heat rejection. So the correct answer is option C both of these. Question number 9. What is the purpose of diffuser in jet propulsion cycle? Option A to increase pressure, option B to increase velocity, option C to add heat, option D both to increase pressure and to increase velocity. The correct answer is option A to increase pressure. Let us see the explanation. The purpose of a diffuser in a jet propulsion cycle is to increase the pressure of the airflow while simultaneously reducing its velocity. So the correct answer is option A to increase pressure. Question number 10. During the throttling process, through an expansion value, the enthalpy is option A increased, option B decreased, option C constant, option D none of these. The correct answer is option C constant. Let us see the explanation. A throttling process is characterized by a sudden drop in pressure as a fluid passes through a constricted area, like an expansion valve, without any heat transfer or work done, since both heat transfer Q and work done W are 0, and the change in enthalpy delta H is defined as Q minus W. The change in enthalpy delta H is also 0. This means the enthalpy remains the same, that means constant, before and after the expansion valve. So the correct answer is option C constant. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more updates.